You know what's amazing about Jane Austen's story, Pride and Prejudice? We can read it for free, adapt it into a modern romance novel, or even write a version where Elizabeth Bennet fights zombies. But how is all of this possible? Well, today we're diving into the fascinating world of public domain, what it means, why it matters, and how it's shaping the books we love. Hi, my name is Moana, and this is my reading buddy Spike. And I'm a reading and writing lover who disliked English class as both a student and a teacher, and I'm now documenting my journey of rediscovering my love for words. First off, what exactly is public domain? Imagine a giant library that belongs to everyone, and I mean everyone. When a book enters public domain, it means the copyright has expired and the work now belongs to the public. It's like the ultimate sharing is caring situation in the literary world. For example, Jane Austen's masterpiece, Pride and Prejudice, entered the public domain long ago, which is why we have everything from faithful reproductions to Pride and Prejudice and zombies. In the United States, works typically enter the public domain 95 years after their publication. It's like a literary time capsule that opens every year. Think about it. Each year, we get a whole new collection of books that we can freely share, adapt, and reimagine. And here's where it gets even better. When a book enters the public domain, you find it for free on websites like Project Gutenberg. I will repeat again that it's free. I'll leave a link in the description below for you to check it out and read public domain books yourself. But wait, there is more. Public domain isn't just about free books. It's about creativity and preservation. When works enter the public domain, publishers can create new, affordable editions, translators can make works accessible in different languages, creators can adapt stories in fresh, innovative ways, and researchers and educators can freely share these works. In addition, public domain doesn't just apply to books, it also applies to films, sound recordings, and other media published in 1929. In fact, the music that you hear in the background right now is actually public domain as well. The beauty of public domain is that it keeps our literary heritage alive and accessible. It allows classic works to be discovered by new generations, reimagined in creative ways, and preserved for the future. Every year, we get new treasures entering the public domain. It's like a bookish New Year's celebration. So I tried to look up lists of books that entered the public domain in 2025, and I did not realize that it's a lot. So far, in the Internet Archive, a platform dedicated to storing millions of free texts, movies, music, and more, there are currently 6,780 digitized books that were published in 1929 and entered the public domain this year. So obviously I can't go through all of them here in this video, but I will present to you 12 notable books that are now part of the public domain. First up, William Faulkner's masterpiece, The Sound and the Fury. This revolutionary novel tells the story of the Compson family's decline through multiple perspectives and stream of consciousness narration. If you've been waiting to experiment with Faulkner's unique style, now's your chance. Ernest Hemingway's A Farewell to Arms is a powerful anti-war novel based on his experience as an ambulance driver in World War I. It's both a war story and a love story, told in Hemingway's famously direct style. Speaking of style, Dashiell Hammett's The Maltese Falcon introduced us to Sam Spade and helped define the hard-boiled detective genre. Yes, the same story that became the classic Humphrey Bogart film. We've got Laughing Boy by Oliver Lafargue, which won the Pulitzer Prize for its sensitive portrayal of Navajo life, and John Steinbeck's first novel, A Cup of Gold, a fascinating adventure story about pirate Henry Morgan. This is particularly special. The first English translation of All Quiet on the Western Front by Erich Maria Remarque. While the original German text was already public domain, this 1929 translation by Arthur Wesley Wien is now free for all English readers. For adventure lovers, we've got Tarzan and the Lost Empire by Edgar Rice Burroughs, And for graphic novel enthusiasts, there's God's Man by Lynn Ward, one of the first American novels told entirely in woodcuts. The list goes on with William Seabrook's The Magic Island, an influential book about Haitian voodoo, Jack Pumpkinhead of Oz, continuing the beloved series, and here's a fun one, is Necessary by E.B. White and James Thurber, a hilarious parody of self-help books. And mystery fans, don't miss The Roman Hat Mystery, the very first Ellery Queen novel that launched one of detective fiction's most famous series. Just imagine the possibilities with these works entering the public domain. We could see new adaptations, translations, annotated editions, or even creative mashups. How about a graphic novel version of The Sound and the Fury? Or a modern reimagining of The Maltese Falcon? So now I would love to hear from you. What public domain work would you love to adapt? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me for this video, and if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to see more of my bookish content. Until next time, happy reading and see you soon. Bye!